The fashion world in shock. V of BTS crowned the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025. Hello ARMY from every corner of the world. Welcome back to Kpop Update. The channel that doesn't just share the news, but dives deep into every step, every heartbeat, and every miracle created by a true artist. Kim Taehyung, known to the world as V of BTS. Today the world of fashion, art and entertainment has once again stopped in awe. Because one name, VBTS, has just made history. He has officially been crowned as the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025. A title that is not just about fame, but about influence. About the power of a man who changed the global perception of art, style, and individuality. This wasn't luck. It was the result of years of passion, authenticity, and artistic truth. The beginning of his global journey. Since the early days of BTS, Taehyung has always stood out. Through his fashion, his expression, and his aura. Even before he spoke. His eyes, his gestures, and his wardrobe told a story. While others saw fashion as decoration, Taehyung saw it as language. A language of soul. A language of self. Over the years, he crafted a visual identity that is unmistakably his. He never followed trends. He became the trend. He never tried to be someone else. He just remained V. And that authenticity led him here. The historic runway moment. Paris, the city of lights. A grand hall filled with the most elite names in fashion. Crystal chandeliers shimmered. Footsteps echoed down the marble runway. And then, silence. Someone stepped forward. A man in a perfectly tailored black suit. His hair brushed softly. His gaze calm yet magnetic. It was VBTS. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Designers, editors, filmmakers. Everyone turned their heads. Each step he took was poetry in motion. He didn't just walk, he told a story. He didn't just wear fashion, he brought it to life. And in that single moment, the world knew they were witnessing history. Records that shook the world. Within hours of his appearance, the fashion world exploded. According to Global Fashion Index, Taehyung's runway appearance became the most watched fashion show in history, with over 180 million viewers in 24 hours. The luxury brand that featured him saw a 400% increase in sales within 2 days. And the internet turned into a storm of hashtags. Hashtag the Global Fashion Icon, hashtag VRunwayLegend, and hashtag VF of the World. Major magazines like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and GQ International published headlines. Kim Taehyung, the man who redefined elegance. Even The Guardian wrote, if the runway is a stage, then VBTS is its leading actor. Bringing emotion, narrative, and soul to every movement. Behind the scenes and the secret to his success. But behind the shining lights lies a deeper story. A staff member revealed that Taehyung arrived 3 hours early to the venue. He personally checked every detail of his outfit, spoke kindly with the designers, and even comforted nervous young staff members. The designer shared, he doesn't just focus on himself. He lifts the entire atmosphere of the room. That's what makes Taehyung different. He doesn't chase perfection. He creates presence. He doesn't try to be the brightest star. He makes everyone around him shine. Taehyung's philosophy of fashion. Taehyung once said in an interview, I don't dress to look cool. I dress to express who I am today. Every outfit he wears, whether a silk shirt, an oversized blazer, or a vintage accessory, carries emotion and meaning. Sometimes soft, sometimes mysterious, but always elegant and real. Fashion critics often call his style the harmony of contrasts. A perfect blend of classic refinement and modern freedom. One day he looks like a European prince. The next he looks like a free-spirited artist. But both are pure Taehyung. Global influence and fashion revolution. After being named the most influential artist on the Global Runway 2025, major fashion houses around the world rushed to collaborate with him. A French designer said, "Every time V wears something, it gains a soul." An Italian creative director added, "We've never seen someone who could shift global fashion narratives with just one appearance." Through his quiet confidence, Taehyung has redefined what it means to be an artist in the fashion world. He broke barriers between music and design, between performance and presence. And more importantly, he opened the door for a new generation of Asian artists. He showed that artistry knows no borders, and that beauty speaks in every language. ARMY and worldwide reactions. Meanwhile, the internet erupted with emotion. ARMY across the globe wrote messages filled with pride and tears. He's not just an idol. He's living art. VBTS makes us believe that true beauty comes from sincerity. He doesn't walk the runway, he floats above it. The hashtag proud of V trended with over 50 million tweets in just one day. Other Korean artists congratulated him, acknowledging that V's success is not just BTS history. It's Korean history. The meaning behind the award. This award isn't just about popularity. It's about transformation. It's about changing the way the world perceives artistic identity. V has achieved what many thought impossible. He merged fashion, art, and music into one seamless language of emotion. He proved that true artistry doesn't need to scream. It only needs a presence. A soft gaze, a quiet smile, and a moment that makes the world stop and listen. The reflection of a long journey. From a young boy in Daegu with dreams in his heart, singing songs in a small studio, writing letters to ARMY with trembling hands, to becoming a global icon seen by millions. And yet, through all the fame, Taehyung remains the same. He still greets fans with warmth, still laughs with his friends, still carries that gentle soul that made the world fall in love with him. He shows us that success doesn't have to change who you are. That the higher you rise, the deeper your humility must grow. And now, the fashion world calls him by a new title. The global fashion legend. But for ARMY, he will always be the same Taehyung. The one who smiles kindly, who speaks softly, and who radiates warmth even in a cold, glittering world. So ARMY, are you proud today? Because the world has just witnessed something more than a victory. It has witnessed art in human form. Share in the comments. Which moment of V's runway appearance touched your heart the most? And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss another story about the man who continues to inspire the world with his grace, art, and soul. Kim Taehyung, V of BTS.